Welcome to Music Scholars. Our objective for class today is to demonstrate different ways to keep a beat.
Hello. To start class off today, we are going to be discussing two different scales. Scales tell us what pitches are going to be used within music. So the two scales that we're going to be talking about today are major and minor. Major and minor. So I'm going to first play a major scale for you and then play a minor scale for you. And I want you to hear the differences between the two. Start thinking about what the major scale reminds you of and what the minor scale reminds you of. Here is the major scale. Hopefully that reminded you of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, because it is. We've been practicing major scale pitches. Now listen really closely to how it changes when I play a minor scale. What did you hear in the minor scale? Did it sound happier? Did it sound sadder? Did it sound kind of spooky? Did it sound joyful? What did you hear? I'm going to play the major scale one more time. Here's major. And here's minor. Major, minor. People tend to describe the major scale as the happy scale and the minor scale as the sad scale. If that's what you heard, that's awesome. If you heard a different difference between the two, that's okay too. It doesn't have to make you feel sad. It doesn't have to feel spooky to you when it's minor, but you need to be able to determine the difference. However it sounds to you, as long as you can tell that there's a difference between major and minor, that is a-okay. We're going to practice hearing the differences because I'm going to play 5 different songs and I want you to think about whether they are major or minor. Here's my first song. What do you think? Do you think it's major or minor? I'll give you 5 seconds to think. And that was a song with a major scale. I'm going to play the same song in a minor scale so you can hear the difference. Here's the same song in a minor scale. So you can hear that there's a big difference between major and minor. I'm going to play another song now, and you are going to guess whether it's major or minor. This song might sound familiar because we learned it at the beginning of the year. Here we go. What do we think? Do we think it was major or minor? Take 10 seconds to think it through. Major or minor? Five more seconds. That song was Down to the Baker Shop, and it was major. Nice job if you heard major. All right, here is our next song. You're listening for major or minor. What did we hear? Major or minor? Major or minor? Take about 10 seconds to think it through. Five more seconds. And that one was also major. Also major. Nice listening skills, my friends. All right. All right, two more. Here is my next song. I'm going to play that one more time because it's nice and short. Here's my next song. What do we think about that one? Do we think major or minor? Take about 10 seconds to think. And that one was an example of minor. You could hear that it sounded a little bit spookier. That one is minor. All right, here's our last one, listening for major or minor. All right, what do we think? Major or minor? Take 10 to think. And that one again was minor. All right, if you didn't get any of those correct or you only got one correct, that's okay. We will continue practicing listening for major and minor throughout this year. All right, up next on my screen here, you should see 3 different rhythms. I have a whole note, a half note, and a quarter note. Judging by the way that they're placed on the rectangles, which one do you think lasts for the most amount of beats? Do you think it is the whole note, the half note, or the quarter note? Take 5 seconds to make your guess. It is the whole note. If you remember, our whole note lasts for 4 beats. The whole note lasts for 4 beats. It's taking up the whole rectangle here, and it lasts for 4 beats. On the next rectangle down where my half note is, you can see that it's the same size rectangle as the whole note, but it's cut in half. So if the whole note takes up 4 beats, and we cut the rectangle in half for the half note has to take up 2 beats. So my half note here takes up 2 beats. That leaves us with the quarter note down here. You can see that the quarter note is in the same rectangle as the half note, same size, but we cut it in half again. So if we take the 2 beats that the half note takes up, we cut it in half again. Our quarter note, we now know, only lasts for 1 beat. So a quarter note is 1 beat, a half note is 2 beats, and a whole note is 4 beats. We're going to practice keeping a steady beat using either a quarter note, half note, or whole note. So what a steady beat, keeping a steady beat with a whole note would look like would be this. 1, 1, Practice that with me. Go. It's 1, slide, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're only making sound on every 4 beats when we're keeping the beat using a whole note pulse. If we're keeping the beat using a half note pulse, we're only going to make sounds every 2 beats. So keeping the beat with a half note pulse would look and sound like this. 1, 1, 1, 1. Do that with me. Ready, go. 1. There we go. And then keeping the beat with a quarter note pulse is making a sound every beat. This is what we're used to. The quarter note pulse is what we're very, very used to. So that just looks and sounds like this. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Just keeping a steady beat like this. All right, so for our activity, we are going to be listening to a song and keeping the beat during the song. We'll be listening to this song 3 different times. The first time, we are going to be keeping the beat with a quarter note pulse. I'll be clapping. You can keep the beat however you want. You can tap your shoulders, you can pat your legs, you can tap your head, however you want, but you are keeping a quarter note pulse beat. Here we go. Here's our first time through keeping a quarter note beat. Nice job practicing your quarter note pulse, but we're used to that. Let's make it a little bit trickier. This time through, we're doing the half note pulse, clapping every 2 beats. Half note pulse. Here we go. Last time through, this time, you guessed it, we are keeping a whole note pulse. Again, we're going to be starting with a slide, and I want to see if eventually you can take it out and just count in your head. Count the 4 beats in your head instead of sliding. But we're going to start with a slide to help ourselves out. Here we go, whole note pulse. right, great job practicing your whole note, half note, and quarter note pulses with that song. All right, it's time to get you all singing now. We're going to learn a song called the Bear Hunting Song, and it is from a Native American tribe in California. In this song, there are no words, it's just all nonsense syllables. We're gonna sing it on the syllable ya. So the whole song, the only word is ya, but I want you to listen closely to the pitches. I'm going to sing the whole song for you, and I want you to think if it sounds major or minor. Here I go. My turn, only listen close. Ya, 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 ya. Think. Did that sound major? Did that sound like it belonged to this scale? Or did it sound minor? Did it sound like it belonged to this scale? It was minor. If you did not hear that it was minor, listen one more time. This is a minor song. My turn. Ya, 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 ya. That is our minor bear hunting song. Time to go line by line. There's 3 lines. The second and the third line are the same. So here is the first line. My turn first. Ya, 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 ya. Your turn. Sing with me. Go. Ya, 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 ya. One more time by yourself. Go. Nice job. Here is the second line. My turn first. Ya, 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 ya. Your turn. Sing with me. Go. Ya, 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 ya. One more time by yourself. Go. Line's the same thing, sing it with me, here we go. Ya, 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 ya. By yourself, here you go. Nice work. I'm going to sing the whole thing again, all 3 lines. We're going to sing it together, then you're on your own. Here we go. My turn first, listen only, ya, 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 ya. Sing that with me, here we go. Ya, 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 ya. By yourself, here you go. Nice job with the bear hunting song. All right, we're going to sing that song 3 more times. Each time I'm going to be showing the pulse, and you are guessing which pulse I'm showing. Quarter note, half note, or whole note. Remember, the whole note lasts for 4 beats, half note lasts for 2 beats, and the quarter note lasts for 1 beat. All right, so we are going to sing it together. I'm going to be snapping the pulse. Snapping the pulse. All right, here we go. Let me figure out which one I'm going to start with, and I got it. All right, 1, 2, here we go. Sing ya, 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 ya. All right, think. Was I snapping every beat, every 2 beats, or every 4 beats? Take about 5 seconds to think. I was snapping every 2 beats, so I was snapping the half note pulse. I was snapping the half note pulse. If you thought I was snapping the whole note pulse, then you need to be thinking about how the pulse should sound like this. This is 1 beat. This is the quarter note pulse. So if you thought I was at the whole note pulse, you were thinking twice as fast. If you thought I was at the quarter note pulse, you were thinking slowly. So this is the quarter note pulse. I was snapping. All right. So now that we know the difference between the quarter and the half pulse, it's time for my second round. I'm picking a new way to keep the beat. You are guessing which way that is. Either way, you're singing it with me though. Get ready. 1, 2, ready, sing. Ya, 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 ya. Which pulse was I snapping that time? Was it every beat, every 2 beats, or every 4 beats? Think. And that time it was every 4 beats, so I was snapping the whole note pulse. I was snapping the whole note pulse. All right, last one. Here we go. I'm going to try to make it nice and easy for you. 1, 2, ready, sing. Ya, 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 ya. What was I snapping that time? Was it every beat? Every 2 beats? Every 4 beats? And we all know it was every beat. I was snapping the quarter note pulse that time. That time I was snapping the quarter note pulse. All right, before we close out for the day, I am going to be singing these cards for you. You are going to be singing them back with me, and then we will go to our exit ticket. All right. Make sure that you are trying your best to do the hand signs and sing with me. Here we go. This card shows Sol, La, Sol, Mi, Do. Sing that with me, ready, go. Sol, La, Sol, Mi, Do. By yourself, here you go. Nice job. Next card. This one shows us Do, mi, sol, mi, do. Sing that with me, go. Do, mi, sol, mi, do. go, by yourself go. Nice work. Next card. This one goes do, mi, sol, la, sol. With me, ready, go. Do, mi, sol, la, sol. By yourself, go. Good job. We got 3 more halfway through. This one reads sol, sol, mi, re, do. Sing that with me, go. Sol, sol, mi, re, do. By yourself, go. Good job. 2 more. This one is do, re, mi, sol, la. Sing that with me, ready, go. Do, re, mi, sol, la. By yourself, here you go. All right, last one. This one sounds like this. La, sol, mi, re, do. Sing that with me, go. La, sol, mi, re, do. By yourself, ready, go. Nice job practicing those cards with me.
To access your exit ticket, you're on your homeroom Google Classroom. You go to Classwork, scroll to the music topic, and you're clicking on 3rd grade 12/16/2020, 12/17/2020 music exit ticket. The 2 questions are, how many beats does a half note get? This is what a half note looks like. And how many beats does a whole note get? And this is what a whole note looks like. You're answering these 2 questions, clicking submit, and your exit ticket is done. You have the rest of class time to work on this. I hope you guys enjoy your winter break. See you next year.